Fatima Lumabaw says there were times when she just wanted to end her life. 4 of her children have been missing for a year.
Kikita ko yung mga mukha nila, agnas na.
I dream of them every night. I dream that their bodies are rotting. I wake up, I scream, I cry. I fear that my daughters were raped. But I know that we just borrowed our children from Allah.
Fatima is among the thousands who fled when the war broke out in Marawi. Many became separated from their families and they now live in evacuation camps. An armed group inspired by ISIL called the Maute took control of Marawi city last year. The fighting that followed lasted 5 months. At least 1,000 people were killed and hundreds of thousands more displaced. Many families say they fear they could be arrested as it may be thought their missing relatives were part of the Maute group. In this mass grave, hundreds of unidentified bodies are buried. Around 70 people are reported missing based on government records. But rights groups say that number is too low. It is estimated that hundreds of civilians remain missing to this day. But they are unreported because many families are afraid to come forward. The process of retrieving and identifying the dead is taking many months. Many of these bodies are already in an advanced state of decomposition. For those like Fatima looking for loved ones, hope is all they can hold on to now. Rohaina Magarang is angry. She has lost her home and her livelihood, and her children are unable to go to school. She says she never imagined joining protests before, but now she feels it's the only way they have to be heard.
President Duterte, please, we appeal to you. Let us go back to Marawi. Let us go home. Even if you don't give us aid, for as long as we can go home, we will be okay.
The government tries to reassure them they will be able to return home this year. But it is not easy. The destruction in the city of Marawi is the most devastating in the Philippines since World War II. But there are losses that are even harder to quantify. There are prayers to honor the dead. Some families remain separated despite the end of the war. It's a place of both hope and despair. Jamela, Alindogan, Jazeera, Marawi City, Southern Philippines.